Actually, this will be probably about 50 minutes together, I think. Somewhere between 40 and 50 minutes long. This whole video, if I put it up as straight. I don't know, it could be like a live stream thing. I think I'd actually be good at live streaming just because of, just... oh wow, really? Just because of how long I actually end up playing games for at a time. And how much I enjoy playing the games. I really would be good live streaming, I think. Just in that sense. Now, depending on who you are, a lot of people like the commentators that don't really commentate. Really at all. And, I'm one of those many people, let's say actually very few, I'm one of those many people that don't understand that at all. And I like one of the people that, are anywhere from somewhere in like Jardin, Captain Sparkles, where he doesn't always speak. In fact, a lot of times he's quite quiet, but he speaks enough that I can enjoy his commentaries a bit more. He's not like a lot of other people that their commentaries aren't really commentaries because they're just so focused that they don't even speak really. The part of the whole YouTube commentary gaming thing is the fact that you wanna, I'd imagine at least, you'd want to thoroughly enjoy, not only as the commentator to commentate, but to make people potentially more entertained by you, speaking. Showing your joy and your passion for the game by yelling or screaming or whatever it is. For example, somebody like Markiplier, he does true commentary. I mean, he just commentates the whole thing, and he pretty much talks the whole time. So does Genny, generic B. But I especially like people like Sky and Mark, because they're so incredibly animated and loud and emphatic and spastic and all that, and overreacting and all that. And I can actually relate to things like that so well. I really could. Especially once I get more comfortable, especially if I start, doing lots of different games with different people, especially like those people, if I could. I'm really, that's one part of this whole dream thing, is to do it with people like Sky and Mark and stuff. And so I'm definitely determined to convert on that, and hopefully I will get to do it at some point. Never give up in dreams, of course, not ever. Never let anybody tell you anything, tell you no. Nevertheless, even if it seems 100% impossible, but nevertheless, so that's part of the goal of this whole thing. But the point is, a lot of them, from anywhere from a Jardin standpoint, where it's not really, he doesn't really speak that much, honestly, in his commentaries, and that's fine. It doesn't hurt the quality of his commentary too much, because he talks enough, and when he talks, he's pretty funny and all that. Can't even, at least, intriguing, nailing your, hitching your mind into, analytical, logistical standpoint or something, because he has a very analytical, logistical mind too, even in games that shouldn't really, and don't require really any logic or anything behind them. He likes to do that. He's a very logical person. Not to say that he's super intelligent. Don't know him, so I wouldn't know. But to be honest, he's very logical in the sense that he's always being analytical, and he's always trying to do the most, in his mind, what's the most logical thing to do. So nevertheless, and then there's somebody all the way on the other polar opposite of the spectrum, like Sky or Mark, who never stops, being super animated and screaming at the top of their lungs and all that, They're super animated and spastic, Oh! I think I'm chance going through there. Anyway.
Once more around.
Yeah. So it depends on, you know, the viewer, of course, you know, who you are and what you really do prefer as a commentator, you know, to watch as for commentary and all that. Well, on live streams, you know, it's a bit of a different situation, so I imagine a lot of the other people would like a somewhat different kind of commentary, you know, in live streams. Nevertheless, yeah. The main reason why, and it's like 90% of why I do this, you know, and I'm going to pretty much do this, well, who knows, maybe my entire life.
Don't you feel special?
You know, is because not only do I enjoy it, you know, it's a lot of fun and it's a unique situation that not everybody can say that they've done, or they've tried, you know, but you know, I know that, you know, gaming YouTubers, it gives so many people a very, you know, a lot of big giant grins and laughs and smiles, you know, for, you know, knowing that life is not exactly peaches and cream, so to speak, you know what I mean? I mean, you know, life is technically hell. I mean, that's just what it is. And I suppose my ideology is, you know, it's there for us to learn from it, and for, you know, us to know that it's, you know, that no matter what, you're always gonna have somebody telling you no, and you're always gonna have somebody or something trying to get in your way and take you down and all that stuff, and that's the learning part of it. You're supposed to learn from life being that hell to know that, you know, it's not really that way. It depends on your perception, you know, your perspective and all that, and having enough self-confidence in yourselves. But anyway, nevertheless, you know, he talks about this all the time in different vlogs, you know, including his 6 million subscriber vlog. He did that, and in yesterday's second video, you know, short vlog, 8 minutes long. So I love that. Again, I could relate, because it's just like, say, this will be a short video, you know, maybe about 10 minutes long, hour and a half long. Well, I can't help it. I had fun. I want to torture you. Love you too. What? I didn't say that. Oh, nice. I nailed Ron again and gave him the freeze. Give him a lot of momentum up in the air. Nevertheless, yeah. That's what I want to do with those. To, you know, give people a bright spot in their lives, you know. And give them happy and... Oh, come on! I knew it! Yeah, make them happy and entertained, and, you know, give you guys a smile and a little chuckle and puckle and suckle and all that. Yeah. Nice soft as your own. Oh, mine! Anyway, yeah. But what I gotta know, well. That's 90% why I want to do this, because, you know, it's fun for me, but I know it creates a bright, entertaining, fun spot for potentially millions of other people around the world, you know. And he talks about, you know, in his videos, you know, how he doesn't really want to say that technically, you know, he doesn't feel like, and he would, you know, he feels like he shouldn't say, you know, that, you know, he's saved the lives of these people, you know. But, you know, he does get, you know, often a lot of messages and comments and stories from people, you know, family members of people that, you know, have really, really bad depression and all that, you know, saying, you know, basically, thanks for, you know, being there and just being who you are, you know, and doing what you do. You know, you gave my sister, my brother, my, you know, my daughter, my son or whatever, you know, this, you know, and they're in the midst of their, you know, deep, you know, really black depressive phases. You gave them, you know, a little bit more to be happy about and, you know, smile about and hang on to, and, you know, kind of stalled them, if not, you know, prevented them from going really, you know, really incredibly deep into their, you know, the dark clouds, you know, for quite a long time. But, you know, eventually, basically, they're already saying indirectly that, in other words, they're gone now. They've passed because, you know, eventually their depression did win the battle against them, which is really incredibly sad. I mean, it really doesn't need any help. Anyway, you know. But, well, you know, nevertheless, you know, and I want to be one of those people that can make those people, you know, that seemingly, you know, can't be, you know, amused or any of that, you know, that are that incredibly depressed. I want to, you know, let alone in general, like that. I mean, I really want to help those people by giving them, you know, a bright spot in their life. That's really my main goal, and it's like the 90-95% of the reason why I'm doing it. The other, you know, 10% is, like most YouTubers, you know, for monetary, I don't know if you call it assistance or help or whatever, but, you know, to make it also kind of a paid hobby, I guess. I wouldn't want to call it a job. That sounds really, you know, like I Jevin recently said that. It's like, you know, it started feeling like a job, and that's not what I started this for, and it's not why I want to do this or anything. You know, it's not why I do this. It's not why I'm here. You know, same with the whole scheduling thing. You know, all that made him feel like it was a job, and it made him stressed and all that. And he said, you know, that was starting to ruin his content. He just didn't want it to be that way anymore. So he said he's going to start uploading on his own time when he feels like it. You know, make videos when he feels like it, and screw the common principle for uploading on a schedule. You know, I felt like I wanted to do that, but you know, it's not really so much as a schedule to say 2 a day, as it's, you know, for me, that's my whole, you know, suppose schedule, if you want to call it that. You know, the goal is to get 2 videos out a day, you know, and I'm not quite there yet either, you know, recovering, you know, from my sickness to really, you know, start going back to my typical 2 videos a day schedule, you know. Want to stay healthy so I can actually, you know, and get recovered enough that I don't relapse again, you know, so I can keep getting more and more videos out for you guys. Nevertheless, I do know that I beat Bill Elliott by 0.3 of a second. Yeah, but 3 videos a day is the whole thing with me, because, you know, I mean, I have endless amounts of free time. I don't have a job, and I don't have, you know, anything really ever to do or anything like that. And you know, I refuse to live by a schedule, so that also is kind of a big part of why I can do this. Yeah, but what are you gonna do? Anyway, yeah, you know, so, oh. Yeah, so that's cool and all that, but I forgot what I was gonna say, of course. Anyway, but yeah, that's the other 5-10% of why I do this, and you know, for the monetary help. But otherwise, it's you know, it's 90-95% just because I really, you know, it's fun for me to do, and you know, I want to give people a big bright spot in their lives to enjoy. So, anyway. And I do recall what I was going to say. 2 videos a day. That's because I have all the time in the world to do it, and I love doing it, so I want to do it all the time, and thus, you know, I do. But yeah, 2 videos a day is not so much a scheduling thing as it's, you know, just that's how many videos I expect to get out a day. On occasion, an uncommon occasion, you might get 3 videos. And then sometimes, like these times, where I'm still recovering, you know, you might get, well, 1 a day. Like you're getting now, and yeah, but... And an extremely rare occasion, if I'm really sick, unless I've ran out of content, then obviously you'll get a blank day. or a few blank days. Like, again, I don't know what day it is, what it was, but one of those days recently, yeah, I didn't have any content, so I didn't upload anything.